Unemployment in the bauxite community of Linden stands at a staggering 70%. Most residents depend heavily on remittances to get by. The bauxite industry has shed thousands of jobs over the past 2 decades, and there has not been the emergence of any new industry in the community to create economic growth. In just 2 weeks, Lindeners will find themselves facing new rates for the supply of electricity. The power grid at Linden will be brought onto the national grid. That means Lindeners will find themselves paying increases on their electricity bills of as much as 300%. Community leaders and the opposition parties have rejected the government's move to no longer subsidize the power supply in the town, saying that the administration cannot increase prices on Lindeners when it has not been taking economic growth to the town that could create employment. The government is not buying that argument, and even with the town's 70% unemployment rate, Cabinet Secretary Dr. Roger Luncheon today said Linden is not a depressed community, and residents could afford the new prices.
I'm saying that the town of Linden is not a depressed community. And I'm saying that because we use our historical data so that we're not captured in what seems to be a feature of some politicians here to consecrate the past and to hallow that which was evident in the years gone by.
According to Dr. Luncheon, residents of Linden use up to 3 times more the amount of electricity than any other part of the country, and as such, they cannot claim depression.
How on earth could they be consuming 2 to 3 times what we in Georgetown are so much more developed consuming, and they are less developed than we are?
And Prime Minister Samuel Hines also added his voice to the concerns of Linden today.
And one of the problems with Linden is the people who go and tell them they're depressed and they ain't getting what other people in Guyana getting. The government ain't giving them what they're giving to other people. That is the biggest problem with Linden. The place is what the people in that place make it. The place is what the people in that place make it.
But the chairman of Region 10 and the parliamentary representatives for the region have been saying that the government is detaching itself from the realities of the town and what the increases will mean. They contend that the administration cannot turn its back to the historic situation when it comes to the electricity supply at Linden.
The people of Guyana must recognize that the issue is not that bringing Linden on par with the rest of the country. The real issue here is to end and ending the incompetence of GPL and ensuring that there is reduction in GPL tariff, that Georgetown and the coast, by eradicating incompetence and inefficiency, will benefit.
Residents of the community have said they will not stand idly by and allow the increases. GPL has not fully arrived there just yet, and residents are already complaining that they are facing an unusual increase in power outages.